Welcome to Watch It or Don't. I'm Matt with Tom and Dan, and today we'll be reviewing Pan, which is the prequel to Peter Pan.
That's what we've always wanted.
Right. Anyway, we see young Peter. He grows up in an orphanage, and there's some turn of events that leads him ending up in Neverland. Mm-hmm. And Captain Hook is nowhere to be found, but Blackbeard, played by Hugh Jackman, is basically running Neverland.
He's basically Captain Hook in this movie.
He is. He's the same thing. Right.
To correct you, Captain Hook is somewhere to be found. He is found as a friend.
Right.
Played by Garrett Hedlund.
Very, very American.
Trying to be Harrison Ford in a lot of this.
Right. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
We also have Rudy Mara as Tiger Lily.
Which was a big controversial thing.
I don't know the kid's actor's name, but he's a newcomer. He was fine.
It's like Levi Miller.
Yeah, they searched all over England for him, I was reading, and out of like 1,000 kids, he was the lucky Peter Pan.
He's Pan.
He is.
Anyway, so this kind of takes place before Peter Pan is kind of like this, big figure in Neverland.
It's the origin story.
It is.
He's just an orphan. It's his World War II London. He gets kind of kidnapped by Blackbeard and his pirates, taken to Neverland, kind of put into like a slave camp.
Right. It gets a little Indiana Jones in the Temple of Lost.
All right.
Temple of Doom.
I can see that.
Pretty much.
Anyway, there's a secret prophecy that tells of a boy who will lead the fairies and everybody against
the boy
Blackbeard.
that can fly can defeat
It's
Blackbeard.
very typical fantasy.
Yeah.
You can tell by our sarcasm it's a little too much. I mean, it's a little
very generic plot elements and stuff.
Right.
So.
That being said, let's get into some... It did have some good things. I think the visuals were nice to look at. It was very colorful.
We did see it in 3D.
Yeah, it was nice to look at.
I agree that it was
I'll also
pretty...
say Hugh Jackman is kind of fun. I think he's playing this for fun and for cheesiness.
Right.
And I think if everybody else was on that same board, I think it'd be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Everyone else is all about serious prophecy and the boy who could overcome. Hugh Jackman's just playing a pirate and he's
on a goofy level and the rest of them are so serious about it. It's like, I'm Blackbeard.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
This movie, actually, it was funny because the first 10 minutes of the movie I thought were really good when it's him in the orphanage. I was like, I could have watched the full movie on that because it was, it was more interesting.
The nun part was a little cliche, but it was good.
They didn't go overboard in that part, and then as soon as they hit Neverland, it's just nonstop. Kind of these outrageous things that they don't really have a reason for.
I think you're alluding to there's called musical numbers in the very
but that too.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes there's 2 musical numbers with Blackbeard and all his pirates and stuff. It's I know you didn't love it, and a lot of people laughed.
They show up to Neverland. Peter's aboard the ship, and when they're coming, this isn't a spoiler. They're coming to the big pirate cave where all the kids are mining. Everyone's chanting a song, which was
Nirvana.
Yeah,
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
And you're just they just left World War II. How on earth did they ever learn that?
It makes no sense. But that's kind of the part of the movie I almost wish was almost throughout. The crazy Hugh Jackman performance with that almost makes for kind of a fun movie.
Like he was singing that around the set, and he was like, "Oh, can I sing it in the movie?" And they went, "Yeah, I think we can work this in." And he does that in that Valjean voice.
If they had committed to that, it would have been a different story. But it happens twice,
and just at the beginning.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Waste.
Right, you get that song and Blitzkrieg Bop, so there's something to look forward to. Which is closer to making sense because they left World War II. I was like, maybe they heard the word Blitzkrieg. But that's me trying really hard to make that work.
Don't listen to him. But, I mean, it takes a lot of the elements of Peter Pan, which I'm not a big Peter Pan person anyway. But
I kind of am.
It kind of like Hook, but that's better.
It takes all these little references and puns and tries to shoehorn them in.
Oh, yeah, that is very bad.
Without really trying to make it an important plot element. So it was just... It really was like a bad Peter Pan fan fiction.
Right.
It's a prequel, but it really doesn't set up Peter Pan
that
much. There's an intro. The whole thing is kind of setting up this is when Peter Pan and Captain Hook met. Because that's the main conflict of Peter Pan.
Right.
This is trying to set that up. It doesn't set it up that much. Captain Hook and Peter Pan, they're they're friends. There's no hint of where they're going in the future, really. It's just kind of
they're almost like best friends, except he's like, you lie to me, you're an adult, and it's like, but and then they end up they're best friends, and
anyway,
these guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of gripes with this movie.
Yeah, we do. Should we go?
Let's jump into ratings. Matt, why don't you go first here?
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for pirates in a movie, but this really let me down, and I actually had high hopes, but again, like you said, I'll agree with it's visually striking. I'm not a huge 3D guy, but if you were taking kids to a movie in 3D, it's kind of cool for that. I mean, flying pirate ships.
Yep.
I like it.
I'm giving it a 5.8 out of 10. It's kind of fun. Hugh Jackman performance is kind of fun, but don't really need to see it unless you're taking your kids.
I'm going with okay. I actually disagree with you guys and think the visuals were a bit of a letdown. And I really went into this movie with pretty much bare minimum expectations. And the only things that are really a positive for it are, Hugh Jackman and then a couple random little things that were good ideas that just weren't executed well.
Okay, well, pretty much a pan from the audience here.
Oh, boo. Leave.
Anyway, we got to go. Pan, probably not worth seeing unless you have kids, and then maybe even the younger kids probably will.
I wouldn't rush to see it in theaters.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Anyway, we got to go. We're watching or don't. Be sure to subscribe for more content and stick around for more content coming your way.